Hi, welcome back to Everyday Behavior. My name is Mary Ann Shepard, and in this video, we're talking about what types of skills your child might learn in ABA therapy. So this series overall has been talking about the specifics of ABA therapy and what exactly it is and who qualifies for it and what do they do and who works with my child. During this specific lesson, we're talking about what types of skills might your child learn in ABA therapy. So ABA therapy addresses a wide range of skills, everything from communication, daily living, social skills, academic type skills. But some of the basic skills that all ABA therapists are going to address are receptive communication. And so receptive communication is the ability to comprehend or understand spoken language. So right now you're listening to what I am saying, you're receiving information. And so typically you receive information, you process that information, and you do something with that information. So this is the ability to follow one-step commands. So get your shoes, go to the dinner table, sit in your chair, pick up your toys, whatever that is a one-step command. But it's not just one-step commands. ABA therapists are going to build upon these skills, but they're going to start with the most basic skills first. It may be follow a request to complete an action. So touch your nose, touch your head, clap your hands, wave goodbye. Those are all actions. Kick the ball. So the ability to hear that information and then do something or respond to that information. Bring me your cup. And it may also be to follow an instruction to go to a person and engage in an action. So give your mom a hug, give your friend a high five, shake hands. So it may be to follow an instruction as well. So receptive communication is a very broad category. It's going to start with these very basic skills, and then it's going to expand as they can do one-step commands. Okay, now we're going to work on two-step commands. Once they can follow those basic actions of, clap your hands, then we're going to expand to more meaningful things like brush your teeth. But in order to be able to do more advanced skills, you have to be able to listen and understand what's being communicated to you. The next thing that therapists, or simultaneously, they're also going to be working on expressive communication. So expressive communication is the ability to express one's needs through verbal and nonverbal means. So that could be pointing, it could be using an assistive tech device, it could be signing for more or eat or cup. It could be saying help please, or more please, or want. So it could be asking for help through verbal or nonverbal means. It could be requesting with a full sentence. And so instead of cookie please, I want a cookie please. I want to swing. I want to go outside. So then once they have those basic one-word requests, then we're going to work on expanding that to using full sentences. And then it may be requesting attention appropriately, like mommy, play with me, mommy, sit with me, mommy, read me a book, mommy, look at me. So whatever that is, the ability to request attention appropriately as well. And so all of those are using your words or your actions to request things that you want. Another skill that they're going to work on are social skills. So social skills are the skills used to interact and communicate with others. So that may be facing towards somebody when you're talking to them, or looking at them when you're talking to them. Being able to engage in basic communication skills or conversational skills. So if somebody says, oh, my favorite food is pizza, then they need to think about, okay, what's my favorite food? My favorite food is French fries or chicken nuggets. And so they need to be able to engage in that conversation back and forth. Or if I say, oh, I went to the zoo this weekend, they can say, my favorite animal is a giraffe, to engage in that basic conversation. To be a good sport. So when playing a game, if somebody else wins or does well, how can they be a good sport? Like congratulate them, or at least not have a meltdown if they don't win. And also in turn taking. So waiting their turn while somebody else is using the swing or the slide or playing in a game like Connect Four or Go Fish. Can they take turns with a toy? So those are all basic social skills that a therapist will be working on your child with. We also are working on those listener skills and instructional skills. So often when children are young, you sit them at the table and they just start grabbing at things and they grab everything that they can reach. And you're like, wait, whoa, 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 wait. The first thing that you need a child to do is sit at the table and wait for an instruction. You need them to be able to sit at the table or sit in a chair or sit during circle time, and be able to sit there for a period of time. You also need them to be on task. So if you are talking about colors, you need them to be focused on what you're talking about, not their favorite car or their favorite train. And so you need them to be on task during instruction, focused on the skill that you are teaching. And so your ABA therapist is just really going to be able to work on that with them. They're going to work on play skills. Play skills are so important to your child. Once a child can play independently, your world really opens up as a parent to be able to do other things. But play is how children learn. And so play is important to a child for their own pleasure and for their own enjoyment. So therapists are working very hard to teach children to functionally play with toys. So to build blocks, to pretend with a phone, to play with a pop-up toy, to drive cars or fly a plane. So to functionally play with a toy as it's designed, but then to take that toy and then to start imagining with that toy and to do novel things with that toy. And once they can functionally play with a toy, or as they're learning to functionally play with a toy and to imagine with a toy, then we're going to start playing near other kids. Once they can play near other kids, then they're going to start playing with other kids, or they're going to follow other kids and do what they're doing so that they can then learn to join in play. And once they've joined in play, then we can work on sustaining that play with a peer where we're both having a tea party together, or we're both playing house or teacher or superheroes together. Then another thing that's important to you as a parent and for them and their long-term independence is how to do self-help skills, how to pour something, how to tie their shoes, how to wash their hands, how to go to the bathroom independently, how to use that fork or spoon, how to cut. All of those things are important self-help skills that can be taught through ABA. So I hope that this has explained a little bit about the breadth of what ABA services can do and what they can teach. For more information, I encourage you to visit our website at everydaybehaviors.com, but also to follow us on any of our channels, including Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or for our podcast at Everyday Behavior with Dr. Mary Ann. Thank you and have an excellent day.